asante.
So the Health Summit took place in Nairobi a couple of days ago, and all the practitioners, stakeholders, both of you were there at some point during the summit, and all of this happened when essentially the health sector got a clean bill of health in terms of how things are actually going. Yesterday, this letter came from the Kenyatta National Hospital, August 20th, 2024, and this is from Dr. Richard... 2026, good Lord. I saw 4 somewhere. 2026, I beg your pardon. Dr. Richard Lesiampe, who is the CEO of the Kenyatta National Hospital, said, Kenyatta National Hospital is experiencing increased patient volumes and congestion following industrial action affecting health services in various counties. As a national referral hospital, KNH is receiving more patients who would ordinarily access services at county and other health facilities. This has resulted in longer waiting times and delays, particularly for non-emergency services. Clients seeking non-emergency care are encouraged to consider other hospitals closer to them where appropriate to ease pressure on KNH and to facilitate timely access to care. KNH remains open and continues to provide emergency and critical care services. We regret the inconvenience and appreciate our clients' patience and understanding, signed by the CEO. These two scenarios are operating within the same space. We'll start with you, Dr. Atellah. Having come from the Health Summit, it just seems a little bit strange that this is happening at the same time. Mind you, the Health Summit was taking place when folks like KUKO and the Nurses Council and the Nurses Union across board are on strike.
I don't think there are two scenarios. I see a single scenario.
It's the same thing, okay.
It's a single scenario. We are all Kenyans in this particular context. And I believe, and it's a reality, that the Health Summit was a point of conversation and a point of dialogue where everybody were able to come up and bring these matters. The Council of Governors were there seated. Mm-hmm. The President was there seated. The ministers were there. And the Kenyans were watching. Mm-hmm. So it is a clarity to at a point that through this summit, these matters came out. Okay. And therefore there were commitments for things to be resolved. So it will not be right to say that we should only have the summit when there are no issues, because the issues are there and they're still going to be there. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're going to have a position to resolve them, but then continue to be there. So I believe these conversations that were there at that point brought out why the interests, why things are not moving. And that's why the unions were asking the intervention of the head of state in some of the engagement that are ongoing. And I remember the strike that has been there for more than, I think, 3 weeks now for the nurses. There was a commitment from the Chair Council of Governors that they'll be meeting today to give a counter offer to the nurses to have these matters resolved. So I believe that is the reality. So we must actually face the problems with whatever the level it is so that they can be resolved. Otherwise, if we will have not had the summit to discuss the matters, then we will be having those boardroom discussions where you wonder what was discussed. But this came out, and so we expect a commitment and a result, a commitment from the government that they're actually going to resolve the matter that is existing with the nurses strike, where the CBAs have already been done from 2017, where the agreements have already been honored. On the side of this letter from Lesiampe or KNH, is a clear indication that the truth is when hospitals, the level 2s, 3s, and 4s, and 5s in the counties are not operationalized because of the strike, it means that everybody is seeking refuge at KNH. And the KNH is running at the same capacity. So it's a clear thing that they're trying to say that they just need to handle emergencies. Because you will go at KNH, and if it's not emergency, it will take a longer time to actually see a doctor. And not because the healthcare worker doesn't want to see you, but because they're actually handling other crises. That's the reason. So that's why they need the most urgent thing to be done for the country is to see that there's an end to the strike that is ongoing.